Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley. We've got more reports that Battlefield 5 could be in big trouble, and once again, it involves the game's pre-orders, which continue to look pretty bad. CNBC quoted an analyst who said that the game will be a serious disappointment and that its pre-orders are lagging behind the competition, so it's not just a case of people not pre-ordering anymore. Analyst Doug Crutz said the game's pre-orders are doing worse than Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which is lagging behind by as much as 85%, which is a lot. Crutz said, if we had to pick one game to be a casualty of the crowded October window, this would clearly be it. Needless to say, that's kind of bad news for both the game and its publisher EA. Let's see if they can turn it around at Gamescom. Hey, get your wallets up, PC gamers! After teasing them for a few weeks, NVIDIA finally unveiled its new line of GeForce RTX 2000 line of graphics cards, no relation to RTX the event, which is ours. You NVIDIA people. The company promises they'll be 6 times as fast as current cards, which is crazy. Also, they talked a lot about ray tracing, which these cards will apparently be able to do in real time. But it's gonna cost you. The cards range from $500 on the low end to the RTX 2080 Ti Founders Edition, which is almost $1,200. And I still want it so much. It's like, I'm gonna need to take out a loan, but I really want it. The Verge reports the Founders cards are gonna start shipping next month on September 20th. So if you have that kind of dough, get excited. If not, be sad like me. If you're a Twitch Prime member, it looks like your ad-free days are about to be over. The company says it's going to get rid of ad-free viewing for new Twitch Prime members, meaning those who are also Amazon Prime subscribers, on September 14th. In a post, Twitch wrote, as we've continued to add value to Twitch Prime, we have also reevaluated some of the existing Twitch Prime benefits. As a result, universal ad-free viewing will no longer be part of Twitch Prime for new members. Now, if you're already a Twitch Prime member, you can keep watching ad-free until October 15th. Of course, there is a reason for this. They're trying to sell you a more expensive membership, which is Twitch Turbo at $8.99 per month. As for why, well, the obvious answer would be money, but what Twitch said is, we want Twitch to remain a place where anyone can enjoy one-of-a-kind interactive entertainment, and ads allow us to continue making Twitch the best place for creators to build communities around the things they love and make money doing it. So we'll see how all that goes, especially with Steam TV. Speaking of companies taking away perks, Twitch parent company Amazon says it's getting rid of the 20% discount that it used to give people who pre-ordered physical copies of games. That's going to take effect on August 28th, and Amazon says that instead of the discount, you'll get $10 in promotional credit if you pre-order certain games. This was all spotted by the famous deal hunter Wario64, who also noted the 20% discount will still apply to eligible pre-orders that are made before August 28th. As for why Amazon's doing this now, well, some have noticed it's taking place after Best Buy got rid of its Gamers Club Unlocked Rewards program, which offered basically the same benefit, but surely that's just a coincidence, right? They're not getting rid of it because they no longer have to have it to stay competitive, right? Right? Nintendo announced a bunch of indie games coming to the Switch in a surprise video yesterday. Now we've got another one to add to that list. The cute as heck 3D platformer Hat in Time, which is just will charm your pants off, so you're gonna need a belt, time on, or something. Anyway, A Hat in Time is coming very soon to the Switch according to its developer Gears for Breakfast. The game raised almost $300,000 on Kickstarter back in the day. It's been out for PC for a while now, and speaking of PC, those players will be getting some DLC that's free on its launch day, September 13th. After that, it's $5. The developers are also releasing a split-screen co-op mode that day as well. It's a really fun game. It kind of harkens back to collectathons, but there's just something that is really cute and sweet and engaging about it. Give it a try if you haven't, and if you like 3D platforming collectathon type games. If you don't, maybe not for you. God of War's New Game Plus mode is now live. If you want to spend some more time with Kratos and Atreus, you can start the new mode if you finish the game's campaign, and you'll be able to select your level of difficulty, even if it's easier than the first time around. Whatever you choose, enemies will be leveled up accordingly. Some will have different attack patterns this time around. You'll also be able to keep all your own gear and level it up even higher thanks to a new blacksmithing material called Scap Slag. The update also brings various bug fixes and quality of life improvements improvements. So if you've already beaten the game, this seems like maybe a fun chance to give it another whirl. We recently got our first proper trailer for Life is Strange 2, which is coming very, very soon, and developer Don't Nod says it'll be the game's most ambitious entry with the highest production values yet. The trailer follows two brothers, Sean and Daniel Diaz, who have to flee their home in Seattle after a tragic event. They're on their way to their family's hometown in Mexico with the police close behind. And you might remember the first game let you manipulate time, and Don't Nod also says the sequel will feature a new power, adding what it is and how it relates to the brothers is something you will discover in due course. So they're keeping it all secret. There's also a tie-in to another game in the franchise, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which came out in June and that was free. So if you haven't picked that up and you want to check it out, worth doing so. The first episode for Life is Strange 2 is going to release September 27th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. We've also got a release date for the latest game from the director of Dark Souls and Bloodborne. It's called Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Adam's super excited about it just because he loves these developers. And so does Brian. And it's a ninja action game directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki. From Software tweeted the game will release March 22nd on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I, on behalf of absolutely everyone in the world, would like to thank them for not going in February. The game is going to differ a little bit from Dark Souls and Bloodborne, although Forbes reports that it will focus more on action rather than leveling up your character, that kind of thing. And in addition to your sword, you'll also be able to use things like prosthetic limbs and a grappling hook. Definitely worth keeping an eye on, especially given Miyazaki's resume. If you're into From Software's games, definitely reason to be excited. A group of ex-BioWare developers has announced that they're working on a new action RPG. It's called Breach, and it's the product of QC Games, which is a group of former BioWare developers who worked on games like Star Wars: The Old Republic and the canceled game Shadow Realms. PC Gamer broke the story and described the game as an RPG that's a multiplayer dungeon crawler that takes place in 15-minute sessions. Up to 4 players can choose from a number of classes, and a 5th player will take the role of a dungeon master type character who can set up obstacles and control monsters. The game's scheduled for release next year, and a playable version will be available at Gamescom. There's a lot of ex-BioWare developers doing a lot of really great stuff. Ex-BioWare guys built the Banner Saga series. Also, fun thing about the top line description of this is it sounds a lot like what Microsoft was hoping to do with Fable Legends, so we'll see if these guys can get that working. I really like the idea of having this sort of asymmetrical multiplayer, although this doesn't sound like versus quite so much as sort of all working together to have a really cool experience, so we'll see. Hey, games comes on, there's gonna be a playable version? I'm sure news will come in very quickly. Netflix has a lot of shows, like a lot, but one of their most buzzed about ones, not Stranger Things, that is called Glow. One of my favorites. It's an 80s period dramedy about the origins of an all-female wrestling group starring Alison Brie, Betty Gilpin, and Mark Maron. And despite its near universal critical acclaim, big fan base, it wasn't quite clear if the gorgeous ladies of wrestling would be able to return for a 3rd season. It's always tricky when Netflix doesn't really show the numbers, and also Netflix has been pulling back on some of their programming, canceling Michelle Wolf and Joel McHale's shows. But never fear, Glow has been confirmed for a 3rd season, which is our favorite band of crazies moving to Vegas. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, please check out this show. It is just so awesome and fun. Be prepared for more deliciously awful Russian accents, tearful real-life drama, colorful costumes, more than a pinch of Mark Maron's neurosis, because we're getting a whole new season full of all of that and more, and I'm so excited. It's expected to air sometime in 2019. No date yet, but it cannot come soon enough for me. Deadpool 2 has come and gone, but now we're starting to get little details about what could have been in the movie that isn't. This delicious chimichanga concerns the version of the movie we would have gotten if original director Tim Miller had stayed on board. Apparently one of his concepts was bringing in the Fantastic Four. Yes, he wanted the cast of the awful last attempt at Fantastic Four, including Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Jamie Bell, and Michael B. Jordan. You can almost hear Ryan Reynolds roasting the hell out of them for their dud of a movie. It would be pretty fun, so I don't know. Maybe that's where they ended up with the X-Force? I'm not even sure. Some art has made its way onto the internet of the potential new costumes from when the idea was actually real. They were posted by artist Alexander Lozano. The concepts are well, I don't know, pretty bad, but that might have been intentional too. More fodder for Deadpool to crack wise at. I mean, Mr. Fantastic's duds look kind of like a leisure suit. Johnny Storm's got obnoxious red accents. The Thing's kind of rocking some military-looking cargo pants. I don't know, pretty happy with the movie we got, and I get the feeling that a lot of the actors are happy to have moved on from Fantastic Four. I mean, hey, we got Michael B. Jordan and Genlock, so moving on up, Michael B. Jordan. Nice. We're really excited about it. Anyway, bullet dodged across the board. It's a cool little what if to mull over, but I think we can all agree Deadpool 2 was fine the way it was. Anyway, that's all the news for this roundup. Let us know what you think about all of the updates in the comments down below. To make sure you get all crazy news from every corner of the internet every weekday, like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know. Yeah, he wanted the cast of the awful last attempt at Fantastic Four, including Miles Teller, Kate Mara. Announced that they're working on a new action RPG. It's called Breach, and it's blah, blah. Promotional credit if you pre-order certain games. This was